Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Friday the 9th of October. We have new mods and we have some updates. The updates are as follows. From the top left, the Old Farm Countryside by Shabba, the Tank Trailer IBM 285 by IBM Modding Team, the John Deere 40 Series by Black Sheep Modding, the Rosselmash Neva Pack by Baki, the Ural 44202 by Axary, the Brick Shed Pack Italian Style by Black Eyes Modding, the Basic Pastures Pack by Foo Farmer, and the Bench Drill and Grill Pack by ADub Modding have all had updates today. Okay, right in front of me, we've got some more of the Eurotunnels from DDModPassion. Again, these ones come in two configurations, either as sheds or as auto-load bale sheds. I know a lot of people are still having problems with these, and there is an actual note left on the website Modhub about them. Anyway, in front of me is the Eurotunnel straight leg M arch. So today we've got the Eurotunnel straight leg L arch and M arch. You will find them under placeables, under sheds if you want just the standard shed, not an auto load one or anything like that. So we got the L arch, so it starts at 10 meters, and then we got obviously different depths, so that's not too deep, and then they get deeper and deeper on the 10, then they do 12, 14, 16, and then at 16 meters we then switch over to the straight leg M arch, which is the second set, and that goes from 17 meters up. So that's the span, the width of it. Again, the depth goes on from there. Then we've got 18s, we've got 19s. I think 19, yeah, there's the furthest it goes up to. So 19 meter straight leg M arch, and the depth is what you're looking at. There are 3 and 4 slots apiece. Actually, what I'm going to do is place, because I didn't put down an L arch, so I'll just stick down, the prices aren't too expensive either. Let's stick down an L arch next to it. There we go. Now, if you want the bale loading ones, you want baling technology. So the standard ones are under sheds, the other ones are under baling technology. And with these new ones, the capacities go even bigger than the previous ones we've had. The only way to get up to these sorts of capacities is to buy bales, because obviously you're going to hit the 200 bale limit. This one starts off at 48 bales square, 63 bales round. This is the straight leg L arch, and it goes all the way up. If we go right up to the largest of the L's, which is there, these two, the square bales that do 468, round bales 845 bales, that will store. Then we move on to the M's, which go even bigger. If I go up to the largest of the M arches, there we go, square bales 546, round 975 bales, those will store. So that's the L arch, and that's the M arch. I think it's to do with the fact that it's the actual struts as they go over. Those are just a strut across. These ones have got like joining I don't know what the word is for them. Anyway, sections that join across. I could be completely wrong on that, but they're the two different sorts anyway. That goes up to 16 meters across. These go from 17 up to 19, which this is. Now, that's a standard one. Or did I put it around the wrong way? Yep, that's a standard shed. This is an auto load one. To get it to auto load, when you go over to it, enter it like you would a vehicle or anything like that. If I open up the help menu, it says operating position. So just like an auto load trailer, operating position, press square. That's now ready. I come out of that again. That's now ready to auto load bales. So as soon as I come up to this with bales and unload from here, or unload on the trailer, it will take them automatically, or it should do anyway. So what we'll do is unload bales here onto the trailer. Do I have to do it? I can't remember what I did with these last time. I think we have to come alongside it and then enter it, don't we? Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. So as soon as we go back into it, it takes them all off the trailer, and it's taken them. Now, let's come out there a second. I'm going to say this again. If I exit the game now, I have technically unloaded them off of this trailer, and I have put them into this building, into this shed. But if I save the game now and come out, when I come back, those bales will have vanished. They will disappear. If you want them to stay, you have to go back into here and unload them from here. Yes, I have unloaded them off of a trailer. I have put them into here, but they need to be unloaded here. So if I now do L1 and triangle, that's it. They're now unloaded. So those bales are unloaded, they're on the ground, they're in there. When I save the game and come back, they will still be in here. So those are the two new sets we've got today from DDModPassion. Like I say, they range from 3 to 4 slots as you bounce your way up. You can either find them under regular sheds or under baling technology if you want an auto load one. And these will now go up to 975 bales round. If you want to store that many, that's entirely up to you. I'm not saying rightly, wrongly, how well they work, or just saying here they are, these are the mods. Crack on if you want to. Right, turn that off. Moving on from there, what are we going to do next? Let's go to the front and do the trailers, I think. At the front, we have got the New Holland 2T, 2-ton, I think. This is the New Holland 2T by Conta Comigo modding. This is just a little trailer. Now it does say New Holland. Is there a New Holland logo down there? Tiny little New Holland, little one there. And it's just a small trailer for transporting pallets or whatever you want to put in it. It does have straps on it. It does also open up, which I'll get that to do in just a second. This you will find, now these are all over the place today. This one was under miscellaneous for some reason. It wasn't under baling technology, it wasn't under regular trailers. There you go, right at the end in miscellaneous. The 2T, 5,000 to buy and 10 slots. Fairly high on the slot count, but it does have an animation, so I suppose seems fairly steep on the slot count, but that's what it is, it's 10 slots. There are no options available, you get it in the yellow, and that's what you get. So, let's just grab this. Hook it up. I think it's L1 and X. L1 and X opens it up. So for loading and unloading makes it a little bit easier if you're using pallet forks or if you're doing that. So it has got straps which you can do from inside or you can do manually from outside, as you can do with most straps anyway, like so. And then L1 and X closes it back up again. And off we go. Happy trails. That's the New Holland 2T by Conta Comigo modding. The next one that we've got is the Lizard Bale trailer. This is by Ostry. A simple, basic bale trailer. No frills, no bells and whistles. It's just a bale trailer. It does exactly what it says in the tin. Nicely modelled, nicely made. Twin wheel setup. Again, straps across it. Front, I mean, I think they're still referred to as creels, aren't they? Even if they're not angled ones. Front and rear. Single axle. This one you'll find, this was this under bale trailers? Oh, they've been all over the place. I think it might have been bale trailers or baling technology anyway. Under baling technology. There you go. The bale trailer, 3,400 to buy. It will only use 3 slots, which is pretty good. Options available. We can change the rim colour to anything on that pallet, like so. Main colour changes the main colour, like so. And then we've got wheel setup. You've got standard, road tyres, and off-road tyres. Those are the options. Same thing with the straps. You can either do them manually or from in-cab. You can do them all or not. Yeah, not bad at all. It does have lights in the back as well, I think. Whoa. It does. There you go. Very nice indeed. That's the Lizard Bale trailer by Ostry. Next of the small trailers today is the wood trailer. This is by Szasty. This will use 1 slot. This is just a forestry trailer. Wood trailer. Again, straps from in cab or out. Like so. Another simple design, cheap as chips. Like I say, 1 slot. Can't nods it. If you want to start out, do a little bit of forestry and you're doing a start from scratch or something like that, and you haven't got enough money to buy a massive trailer or anything like that. I mean, there are loads of trailers with straps you can put logs on. But this is designed for logs. With the, I want to say polsters. I'm going to get that wrong, aren't I? Sticking up. I know they're for bunks, polsters, yeah. Very similar things. Anyway, like I say, I'm going to get corrected. I know I'm pretty sure that's wrong. So, this you'll find. This one's under forestry equipment. There you go, wood trailer, 2,800, nice and cheap. As I said, 1 slot, no options available. We can't change the colour or anything like that. You get it in the black and red. That's the wood trailer by Szasty. Right, let's turn that off. Next, we've got this. We've got another Ural. Lots of trailers and logging type stuff today. Lots of straps going on. This is the Lizard / Ural 4320-60 UST 5453. This is by Axary, and it's the same quality as the other Urals we've had recently, except this one has a logging back there. I think I did 7-metre cuts on those. 6s, you're probably going to be just about there on the edge, but these are 7s, overhang a little bit, so it will take 7s, no problem at all. 2 straps. Interior detail, same as all the other ones that we've had recently, is absolutely fantastic. Horn. L1 and X opens the bonnet, like so. Beacons, do the lights on the top there. Lights, scroll through, like so. This will use 17 slots. It's amazing. Not too expensive either. I think it's about 45 grand, I think it is. It's only 240 horsepower, not a huge amount, but that's not quite full. It's having no problem pulling what's got on it. Has a trailer hitch on the back, so if you want to do logging, put a logging trailer on the back of that as well, you absolutely can. I'm still astounded by the detail on these. You know, all the ones that have come out recently from Axary in this kind of range of Ural trucks is amazing. Straps on, straps off, and again you can do them manually if you want to. There's no tip function or anything like that on this. Unfolding the truck is what opens the bonnet. When you get in and out, the door opens and closes. Like so. This you'll find, again, another weird one today. This isn't under, believe it or not, it's not under trucks. This is also under forestry. I went looking for trucks and thought, I'm sure I downloaded this. Hang on, let me just check on my list. Yes, forestry. There you go. 4320-60 UST 5453, 45 grand, 17 slots. It says 1 there because I've already got one. 240 horsepower, 49 mile an hour top speed. Options available. We can change the design colour, which is the back section, like so. Main colour, we can change through those options, like so. Not too many to go through, so might as well go through them all. Then bumper, we've got type 1 with no lights, type 2 with lights. Then wheel setup, we've got the 1260s, 1260-1, slightly different tread, and then we've got the IDP 284s, and then we've got the OI 25s. As your options on your tyres. Very nice addition from Axary. Next up we have got, well, what we'll do is look at this first, then we'll look at those. This interesting looking device. This is the WBM Metrac. Now, in the real world, this is made by Reform, I think it is. Reform make a lot of like groundworks equipment, mowing type stuff. They make a lot of equipment designed to work on hillsides and banks and like steep banks, that kind of thing. That's what they're kind of mainly designed for, but they make a whole range of equipment. This comes under tractors, and it's fairly low horsepower, quite a handy little machine actually. It's got 3-point link front and rear. This is made by WhiteBull modding. It will use, how many slots was this one? 11. It's a very cool looking little thing. I think if you find a load of stuff with sort of low horsepower requirements or for moving things around, I suppose the only downside with that is it's fairly pricey if you're just going to get it for a kind of shunting machine for moving things around. But it does have rear PTO as well? No, rear trailer hitch. Oh yes, it does. There is a PTO shaft there. Front and rear PTO. So it will hook up to trailers and all the various other different bits and bobs. Like I said, you'll find this under tractors. So under small tractors, there you go, the WBM Metrac H6, 67,680, 62 horsepower, run at 24 miles an hour, 11 slots, and options available. We can change the rim colour to anything on that palette. And then the wheel setup, we've got standard wheels, which are sort of slightly flotation, sort of softer ones for like grass work and stuff, I guess. Then we've got twin wheels, front twins, rear twins, back to standards again. I just think it's a really funky looking little bit of machinery actually. So, let's hop in. Now, the one thing I have found, it's one of those ones that doesn't have a lot of... It's got a lot of rolling resistance in that when you take your foot off the throttle it just pretty much stops instantly. It doesn't roll for a long period of time. So I accelerate now, then just take my finger off the accelerator. It's like almost stops on a dime. It's almost, you don't really even have to brake. That's just taking my finger off the accelerator, not even braking. So it does. Some people might find that frustrating. I know. This one, no brake lights, just noticed actually. Accelerate, brake. Yeah, no brake lights. It does have a beacon on top. Lights, rear work lights, front work lights. Now it is all-wheel steer, but we can change that. So we do have options to go through toggle steering mode. So we've got toggle steering mode to front wheel steer only. We can do crab steer left, crab steer right, and then back to all-wheel steer. We do have R1, let's go around to the back, L1 and right stick up and down opens and closes the rear window, L1 and right stick side to side opens and closes the door. Now the only downside to that, and you'll see in a minute, is if you have something on the rear 3-point link and that has an emotional movement. I found when I was using the Göweil Bale spikes, you can just see over there, to test them out, the door kept opening and closing at the same time I was trying to do the Bale spike, so potentially that's a bit of an issue. Inside, nice details. I don't know, yeah, it's not one of those ones I just think, because it's so different and it looks really different, it's just got a really kind of, I don't know, cool kind of feel to it. Horn, and that's it in essence. That's I don't know, that was a little mini tractor really at the end of the day. So actually I need that on there. Next up then, we will have a look at these while I've got this running. We've got the Göweil Bale Spike Pack. This is by konstii.ls Stera Bua, and there are two in this pack. We've got a single bale, well, say a single bale, double spike, designed I suppose for a single bale, and then we've got a 4 spike designed for 2 bales. Depends on the size of the bales and stuff, of course, or how good you are with the bale spike. These you will find under Baling Technology, so under Tools, under Baling Technology. There you go. So you've got the round bale spike single for 500. Each of these spikes for the first one is 6 slots, and then it drops down after that. Then you've got the round bale spike twin for 900. There are options available. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, so you don't have to have it in the Göweil blue. You can have it in anything on there. Entirely your choice. So what we'll do, that one comes to there. Like so. Now, if I switch to the front one, see what I mean? That is the only downside to the Metrac, because I've got the option on this to adjust the actual spikes themselves. So up or in and out, I suppose, up and down, and then yeah, in and out and up and down. And that 3-point link on the Metrac is very flexible, and just that door is going the whole time, which drives me mad. If I go to the back, we've got the same option. We can tilt, we can bring it up and down manually, or we can just do it L1 and circle if you want to do it with L1 and circle, so you don't have to do it manually. So L1 and circle will raise and lower it, and that way the door doesn't move. But then if you want to adjust it to get any tilt on it, you can do it manually. So yeah, very handy. I know a lot of people like using them if they want to go for a kind of slightly more realistic approach and do all their bale handling themselves. Something for everyone. Right, let's close that door. We'll turn that off. So that's the Göweil bale spike pack by konstii.ls Stera Bua. Moving on, we have got the Zetor Crystal 12011 or 12011 or 12011. This is by Puszkap and Kashtan18. We've had a few Zetors and Zetor crystals over. I'm trying to think. Of Ursus, haven't we, as well? Nicely detailed. This you'll find under vehicles, under small tractors. The Crystal 12011, 65 grand, 120 horsepower. This will use 10 slots. Options available. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, like so. Rim colour to anything on that palette, like so. Then design colour is the kind of all the grey section. I mean, to be honest with you, it's all of much of a muchness really, but we can change it all around the engine and up around the cab, so you can do a kind of mix and match on that. Then design, no or yes. You can have a design or you can't have a design. So no has design like that with the 2 lights on the side. Yes puts the lights a little bit lower down with indicators on the sides as well. And then wheel setup is on the back. We can have standard or wides, and that's it. Those are the options. I don't think this one has doors or windows that open. Nope. Horn. Lights are just there. There's no work lights on this one. You got lights on, lights off. In cabinet, nicely detailed, the dial there. I mean, I'll be honest with you, the dial there, if you look down at the dials, they look like glass. They look like they've got depth to them. It's really nicely done. So there we go. That's the Zetor Crystal 12011 by Puszkap and Kashtan18. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, I think. Looking down my list. This, and again, a little bit like the Metrac. I love the look of this, and the detail on it is incredible. This is the KFMR, I'm going to get this wrong, Krukowiak Apollo 1015 PHX. This is a fertiliser and herbicide sprayer. It will do a 15-metre spread. I love the crossed boom on the back. Again, it's just something different. It looks different, and again, it's the detail on it that I really am kind of taken with. Now, immediately I thought, it's only a 1,000 litre tank, and I thought, that kind of puts it out of the realms of being usable. But it's not, because the basic ones, sort of standard in game, are 1,300 litres, and they go up from there. And generally speaking, you would use them in conjunction with a front tank, probably, or if you've got small fields, 1,000 litres of liquid fertiliser will last quite a while, in all honesty. So it's actually not as bad as my kind of initial thoughts were. I'm not sure, but really nice looking mod. This is by Kurfapski. You will find it under Tools, under Crop Protection. Yeah, like I say, if we look at the Deltis, that's a 1,300 litre tank. So if you took that on its own, you think, let's say 300 litres more, so it's actually not that bad. And then we do have the front tanks available. Then we go up from there, but yeah, it's not that bad. It's only 21,000 to buy as well, which is pretty good. 4 slots. Win-win. It'll run at 7 miles per hour, so it's a little bit slower than some of the other ones. I think they run at 10 pretty much, don't they? Depending on... Oh no, that one's 7. Yeah, I suppose it depends. 7 to 10 miles an hour, somewhere around there. Options available. We can have nothing on the side, or you can have it with the mixer tank. Now, the mixer tank doesn't serve any purpose, at least it doesn't on console, because there's nothing to mix with it. I know in the real world, when you're mixing stuff in, there's various different additives and things you can put into the tanks when you're doing fertilising and herbiciding, that kind of thing, and they have like a mix ratio. So having a mixer tank on the side makes life a little bit easier when you're doing that. But as far as kind of in-game, you've got the tank and it does what it does. What we'll do, actually we might as well use this. What I like about it as well, it's got a 3-point link hookup, a little bit like some of the other ones we've got in game actually. So you hook up the 3-point link, and then it's got a swivel mount behind the 3-point, so it swivels after the 3-point, which I like that a lot. Now, in this position, we can raise and lower it. A lot of them you can only do this when it's actually been opened, but we can raise and lower it straight away. Whoops, does have lights, indicators as well. L1 and X to unfold the sprayer. I must admit, I thought initially that's way wider than 15, but it's 15 metres. And again, I think as well the animation, because it's only 4 slots, the animation for all the cabling and stuff when it raises and lowers, it's really, really nicely made. Brilliant. So there we go, that's the KFMR Krukowiak, I think, Apollo 1015 PHX fertiliser or herbicide sprayer. That's by Kurfapski. And that's it for the mods for today. And it's also the weekend. Have a lovely weekend. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.